There's quite a bit of controversy going around at the moment about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and how some people are, shall we say, a little bit displeased with the mod support that the game has actually gotten. As we all know, they revealed their plans for mod support this week, but they have received quite a bit of criticism from die-hard fans because, well, they feel that this isn't the mod support that they were actually promised. So what did we actually get? Well, what The Witcher 3 got is called Modkit and allows you to manipulate the look and feel of in-game objects, while Mess Substitutes will let you put new models into the world, and scripting tools which will let you fiddle with statistics and a few other bits. Now, CD Projekt did actually acknowledge the fact that these modding tools are not an editor, and they said, quotes, they're meant for people who are somewhat experienced with modding software and are designed to make creating mods easier. So, basically, it's not an editor. If you have some experience with editing and modding, this is basically what you've already been doing is now easier, essentially. So what were people expecting, I hear you ask, if they're getting a little bit upset about what they've actually been given? Well, the consensus seems to be that they were expecting a version of Redkit, which is a modding suite that they've all been using for The Witcher 2, which of course came out in the dark days of 2011. Now, when Marcin Momo was asked if Redkit would be making its way to The Witcher 3 or some form of it, the answer was essentially no. And here's what they actually had to say, quote, this is the mod support for Wild Hunt at this moment, we are not planning to release anything else. And naturally, some people were a little bit peeved at this particular piece of news, and someone even pointed out that Marcin Iwinski, who is the CEO of CD Projekt, did refer to Redkit by name in an interview way back in the dark days of January 2014, and back in May of this year they did confirm mod support, but were very careful not to use the words Redkit. So basically, we have a mention of it back in an interview in January 2014, but the next mention of it in a discussion of mod support, they were very careful not to use the words Redkit. And while the storm of negative comments on Twitter is quite lengthy, and there's of course a few sort of samples here that I'm about to give you, but I'm sure it's much, much more. You promised Redkit. Someone of course brought up the quote, we are looking to release Redkit sometime. This isn't mod support, it's just an automated way of doing things we're already doing. Still no FOV adjustment. Basically, people feel a little bit angry about the whole situation. And to be honest, I don't know, I mean, I can see why people are a little bit upset, but mostly I'm on the side of CD Projekt here, because they're pretty damn good at what they do. They have given tons of free DLC, tons of support, and are generally one of the best developers around when it comes to actually not acting like complete arseholes. And they have given what they said. They promised mod support, they promised an editor, and that's what they've given. It's just not the same one that we had for The Witcher 2. Did they ever come out and say that they would? Yes, but a long time ago. And basically, I will include the original IGN interview in the description below this video, I linked to it rather. But here's what they are actually asked. The IGN asked, any online component planned for the future, or is Wild Hunt a single experience only? And their response was, it's a single player experience all the way, but we are looking to release the Redkit sometimes after the game launches for the modding community. So technically, yes, they did make one comment, but any further comments did not mention Redkit. So basically, in the time from when Redkit was first mentioned, which was like over a year ago now, something changed and they haven't given that. Are people right to be upset? I don't know. They did mention it, but it's not like they've been saying it all along, so I'm not sure. I'm kind of mixed on it. It seems a little bit unfair to be so harsh to a developer who overall are so good with their quick release of patches, free DLC, generally good support, and generally good attitude. It's a slight misstep from them, but perhaps not worthy of so much criticism. But of course, if you do disagree with me, do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.